This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with newcomer Maggie Lee. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week, in case you missed it. And in our main event, it's Bulletproof Steve Maclin going one-on-one with Joe Alonzo. But first, it's From the Vault, presented by TNA+. Xplosion starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match is for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. Scheduled for one fall, the challengers first. Representing DK from the Valley of the Shadows, Rosemary!
Rosemary, as a part of Decay, has been mystifying Impact Wrestling fans ever since the mid-2010s. But as we get set for this Women's Championship bout, a quick note about our friends within Anthem Sports and Entertainment, the All-Pro Women's MMA promotion, Invicta FC, on Wednesday, July 20th. It's Invicta FC 48, Tennant versus Ruben, live on AXS TV and Invicta FC's digital platforms. Visit InvictaFC.com for more information.
And right now, Rosemary looks to reunite with a former teammate to reach tag team glory once again.
And it is a very complicated pass between these two.
Her tag team partner from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Taya Valkyrie!
She is the reigning AAA Reina's champion, as well as got her sights set on one Thunder Rosa, as we learned recently, but it is about the Knockouts World Tag Team titles this evening here at Slammiversary. But let's wind the clock back a bit, Ray Wall. Valkyrie debuted in Impact in 2017. On that night, she did it at the expense of Rosemary.
That's a lot of sordid history, maybe a little bit of bad blood in the deep annals of that history between these two. Can they get it together against a formidable team?
Their opponents are the defending Knockout World Tag Team Champions, Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood, the Influence!
The Influence are tied for the 6th longest Impact Knockout World Tag Team title reign at 106 days, with the likes of TNT and the inaugural champions, Sarita and Taylor Wilde. Now, ironically, the Impact Knockout World Tag Team titles first introduced back in 2009. It was the team of Sarita and Wilde who defeated Madison Rayne and Velvet Sky, the Beautiful People.
Why? Look, I know you've got a bajillion stats in that book. You text somebody and you get them all sent to your computer brain. But why would you have to bring up something like that right before a match?
It's history. That's a compliment to Madison Rayne especially.
You're jinxing things. The Influence have been on a roll lately, and they have the advantage of being a continuous, a consistent team, which is something their opponents, excuse me, I was talking, do not have that same advantage.
The Influence have been outstanding as a team. I personally have raised questions about their ability to do it on their own as just a conventional 2-person team, and they have done that. The question is, are Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie going to be able to get it together? Because it's not like they tag together all that frequently, Ray Wall.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That consistency, that relationship, that rapport you have, that almost unheard language you share with a tag team partner develops over time. And when you leave for a while, when you make that space, it's hard.
This is Valkyrie to start things off against Madison Rayne. Valkyrie, who still to this day owns the longest single Knockouts World Championship reign.
But right now, it is not about singles glory, it is about teamwork. That is the big question when it comes to Valkyrie and Rosemary.
There's a cover to win the titles and a kick out by Madison Rayne. And this is just a sample, Raywald, of what we're seeing this evening from the knockouts who have been given so many opportunities to shine in this company. Rosemary tags in.
And it seems like Ty Valkyrie wasn't quite ready for the tag, wasn't asking for the tag. Rosemary tagged herself in.
Oh, and Rosemary biting Madison Rayne. And right now, I want to let you know, check out the pre-sale for this Slammiversary event. The 2022 Slammiversary DVD is going on sale, or pre-sale now at shopimpact.com.
Ooh.
Tag made.
Just before you were speaking there was another verbal almost altercation between Valkyrie and Rosemary about who she wanted the tag.
Oh.
Rosemary didn't want to give the tag. So they got to start getting on the same page.
You know what it means to be a champion of tag team wrestling. It is not easy. You do need to develop that continuity. Oh, and they do it quickly in a championship match, though.
It's almost like that Overwatch League hit scan Ons. He left his team to San Francisco Shock, came back a year later. That continuity wasn't quite there anymore. I hope that this team can do better.
I have no idea what you just said.
I'll teach you later.
There by Taya Valkyrie. I believe Rosemary had tagged herself in at one point in that sequence. Rosemary, hold on, it was Rayne who saved Dashwood from the spear by Rosemary.
And that's the continuity. That is the built-in teamwork that the Influence has. And it is paying off in spades.
Rosemary's had plenty of frustrations as of late, pursued the Knockouts World Championship against Tasha Steeles, the champion who defends her title later on tonight in the first ever Queen of the Mountain match. And then, remember recently on Impact Wrestling and AXS TV, her regular partner, Havoc, was beaten astonishingly quickly by Masha Slamovich, and Havoc's been MIA ever since.
Both a physical and a mental, emotional blow to Havoc dealt there. Rosemary fending for herself here, but the Hive is always in the back of her mind. But right now it is the Influence who are in firm control.
Suplex by Dashwood, count of two, and a kick out there by Rosemary. Neil Dashwood gaining control of this matchup. We've talked about it before. The Knockouts World Tag Team Championship, the first title victory for Dashwood here in this company. She is obsessed with this title.
I was just about to say that. You know, with this being so important to her, she is not going to give that up very easily at all. No way, no how.
A tag made, back into the ring comes Tennille Dashwood, frequent tags.
These are this in and out. Keep your partner fresh. That's what's key here.
Shoots the half, here's the cover to retain, and a kick out by Rosemary.
And meanwhile, it's Rosemary who's been in there this whole time getting worn down more and more. This is Tag Team 101 from the Influence.
And look at the positioning of Rosemary here towards the center of the ring, but even Dashwood just trying to move Rosemary even closer and closer to the Influence's corner.
Trying to turn her away from her own partner. Does every little inch count? See, switching to the side headlock there. Great move.
Belly to back suplex there by Rosemary, but Dashwood between Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie.
Positioning is half the battle in these tag team contests.
Now Rosemary trying to reach out, has got to make a tag to Valkyrie here. Has taken a lot of punishment thus far. Oh, look at this, Dashwood sent off. Now it's Madison Rayne who tags in. Valkyrie legal as well. You can see pro wrestling fans jumping on social media to talk about hashtag Slammiversary. What an event tonight. And the Knockouts an opportunity to show out here for the tag team titles.
Valkyrie unloading on the Influence.
Uh-oh. Look at the power. Version of the Blue Thunder Bomb. Cover on a kick out by Rayne.
And it's going to take a little more than that to put down Madison Rayne, who has a long lineage of championships under her belt as well.
Tag made, Rosemary back in. So now the frequent tags being made by Rosemary and Valkyrie.
I like to see it. They're finally getting onto that page they need to be on. Is this Xplosion from Rosemary?
A wicked smile across the face of Rosemary. Ask House Hardy just how terrifying Rosemary can be.
Oh, I don't have to. I can see right now.
Oh, wait for the spear and again, and it was cut down by Dashwood. Cover by Rain, legal on Rosemary. Oh, look at Valkyrie.
Great presence of mind there from Dashwood, but Valkyrie as well, who then pushed Tennille into the pinning position, breaking it all up. This is great tag team wrestling right here from both teams.
Great teamwork, I agree with you. And now look at Rosemary going up against Madison Rain, Valkyrie all over Dashwood.
Oh, you see Madison Rain slipping out there, as does Dashwood, turning this one around once again.
Every time it looks like that chemistry is finally starting to come together for Valkyrie and Rosemary. Hold on a second. Bad situation here for the Influence. Oh, double spear!
They got him! Double cover!
Cover! Oh, and a kick out by the Influence.
Rosemary and Valkyrie were less than a second away from becoming Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
And now Valkyrie and Rosemary going for a two-on-one opportunity here against Madison Rain. Oh, and Rain trying to keep Valkyrie away. Went to the eyes. Oh, and now Rosemary into Valkyrie.
Rain fighting the whole time. And now Dashwood. Oh!
Using the ropes.
And once again, could be looking for the collab here.
The Influence. Boom! The collab. There it is. This could be it for Rosemary and Valkyrie. Wait a minute. Taya tossed Dashwood outside the ring.
Exposing to Dashwood. Now it's down to Rain and Taya, who's been knocked down to her knee.
And now Madison back from the dead. It's Rosemary.
That is not a sight you want to see when you turn around.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the knee to the face. Rosemary, the cover. We have new tag team champions.
Here are your winners and new Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary.
Your new Knockouts World Tag Team champions. Look at the astonishment on some of the faces here at the Asylum.
Well, any doubt we had at the beginning about the teamwork between Valkyrie and Rosemary has been put to rest as they raise championship gold over their heads here at the 20th anniversary of Impact Wrestling. And get out of there, Dan Spencer.
And now, here on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West You've Got to Be Kidding Me Top 5 Trending Topics of the Week in honor of late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, last night on TNA Impact, Chavo Guerrero Jr. competed in a TNA ring for the first time in 5 years. He teamed up with the Aztec Warriors to defeat Frankie Kazarian, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, and First Class in a 6-man tag team match. What a sight it was to see Chavo Guerrero once again competing in El Paso, Texas. You can relive it now on TNA+. At number 4, speaking of Frankie Kazarian, last night on Impact, Kazarian took the opportunity to stir the pot between Elijah, the Notorious Attraction, and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. What does the future hold for these three? Stay tuned. At number 3, as announced last night on Impact by Eddie Edwards of The System, on Sunday, April 27th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus, on the campus of USC in Los Angeles, Moose must face his fear of heights and defend his X Division title as Ultimate X returns at Rebellion. At number 2, last night on Impact, we saw the Knockouts World Champion Masha Slamovich in a non-title bout against NXT's Jacy Jayne with Tessa Blanchard barred from ringside. Slamovich was able to endure a hard-hitting affair against Jacy Jayne, but it was Blanchard who attacked Slamovich after the fact. You can relive this entire situation right now on TNA+. And at number 1, as Impact went off the air last night, the Hardys confronted Nick and Ryan Nemeth, and it's been made official. We will see the TNA World Tag Team titles on the line as Matt and Jeff Hardy look for revenge against the Nemeths following Sacrifice. It all goes down live in Los Angeles at Rebellion. Still to come, the former TNA World Champion Steve Maclin goes one-on-one with the outspoken and brash Joe Alonzo. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring one of the newest knockouts, Maggie Lee. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Around the Ring. As always, I'm your host, Gia Miller, and today sitting down with me is Maggie Lee. Hi, Maggie.
Hello.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm so excited. You've been around for a little bit. We've seen your face on Xplosion a couple times, but I needed to sit down and talk with you because I have a really good radar about who I'm gonna vibe with.
Okay.
And I just have a good feeling about you. I feel like we have something in common. And so this show, we do not talk about wrestling. We talk about something way outside of it. So I will either let you choose the topic or I can just ask you a question. But the kicker is, if whatever I ask, you got to answer.
Okay. Let's do a wild card and you can go ahead and
Okay,
ask me.
I like it. I like it. A risk taker off the bat. I like this. Okay, so I want to know, what is your most embarrassing childhood memory that you can think of?
Oh boy.
I have a lot.
I probably have
So
a
no
lot
judgment.
too, but my memory's not the best. I don't think I'm embarrassed by it, but like some people would probably consider it embarrassing. I was definitely a horse girl when I was little. Like I'm talking running around
This is
on
a
all
safe
fours.
space. This is a safe space.
Thank you.
I knew it because I'm also a horse girl.
I love it.
I grew up with horses. So did you grow up with horses?
Well, I didn't personally. Like, I was always definitely asking for them. Every Christmas, I'm like, a horse. Oh my gosh. I actually got, it was called Butterscotch. And it's like a live, like fake,
Wait, and it walks?
kind of, a little bit,
Like it moves a little
a
bit?
little bit, yes.
Yeah. Wait.
But it's like kind of big.
ki-
It's kind of big.
And
You
it was
had
kind of.
one.
We both had butterscotch. Oh my gosh. That just unlocked a memory. Oh my gosh.
I loved
wow.
that.
I knew this.
Yeah, but my mom had them growing up. And then when she had me, obviously, she had me around them and I was allergic. Break my heart. It's my favorite animal.
Oh, that is a curse.
It doesn't get any worse.
To be a horse girl and allergic to horses.
Exactly.
I like that. That's truly a curse. Something happened in a past life,
Tragedy.
or something. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. So you've never gotten to ride one?
I do, like, okay, so it's not like a deathly allergic reaction. It's like, I get like bumps
Like
on my
hives?
arms and like
Okay.
my throat definitely feels like I can't breathe at all. But,
so mildly
you
severe.
know, a Benadryl, suffer through it, go back, take a shower, take a nap, and we're good.
the things we do
Yes.
for what we love.
Yes.
It happens, but well, okay. So I'm glad you at least have gotten to ride a horse because that would be just absolutely criminal. So I don't know. I mean, sacrifice. We had a special guest here. Her name was Tay Tay,
Oh.
and she was a quarter horse.
Oh.
And let me tell you, the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
So sweet. My horses could have never. They were so high strung.
Did you have horses?
So they were my grandfather's. So they weren't. I didn't get to see them every day, but I got to see them pretty frequently.
Okay.
And my mama was a cowgirl. She was a barrel racer, and
Oh.
she'd ride in with the American flag, sing the national anthem. Oh yeah.
You could have done that too.
I was
could've done that.
I was destined. And so when we showed up here, I was like,
Oh my gosh.
it's like the rodeo.
It is.
So-
it's like home.
So we have to let that spirit.
Spirit.
Did you?
I did. It's one of my faves.
Oh my gosh!
I
wait.
actually just watched it like a couple months ago. I'm not even lying.
Oh, okay. I need to go back and watch it because that was one of my favorites as a
So
kid. Too.
good.
So Spirit. What were the other horse movies that?
I feel like I'm. Have you seen Flicka?
Flicka. Oh my gosh. Well, there was Secretariat,
Yep,
of course. Oh, Black Beauty.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There's a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh.
horse movies.
Not a horse, but racing stripes. Horse
Oh yeah, he
vibe.
wanted to be a race
The zebra.
horse. Oh my gosh! And you know what? You shouldn't be embarrassed to be a horse girl.
I'm not.
They're majestic creatures.
They're so therapeutic.
They are.
It's
They
like
have therapy horses.
aura. So much aura.
Aura.
So strong.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't be embarrassed to be a horse girl.
Just probably the running around on my
I don't know, they have a...
Called imagination, guys.
Something that not everyone has. Make-believe. It's part of important developmental stages as a child. So that just means you're super intelligent, too. Super intelligent, super majestic. All of these can either describe a horse or you, Maggie Lee. Wow.
Wow.
You are the spirit. You are
in my next life, I'll be a horse.
If we do everything right, we'll meet in the field one day. Okay. Maggie, thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
This has been so fun. Guys, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, we'll get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It, next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It. Leon Slater tonight is fighting with a heavy heart, and for the first time ever, he's going one-on-one with, whether you like it or not, one of the best wrestlers walking the planet, the former TNA World Champion in Nick Nemeth. How does Slater compartmentalize and put his emotions aside?
Quite frankly, I don't know. I hope he's found a way. Look, I'm all for it. Shoot your shot against one of the best to lace up a pair of boots. I hope you have the mental fortitude. We know the physical gifts of Leon Slater. Nick Nemeth is going to show here if he's got the mental capacity, the toughness to withstand someone of Nemeth's caliber.
Early cover attempt there by Nemeth. Can Leon Slater prove to be the man of the moment? The youngest in charge, so much promise and potential, main eventing his first ever TNA Plus live special at Sacrifice.
Wait, cover again.
Cover and a kick out. But already you can see Nemeth trying to put away Slater early, but also toying with the youngest in charge.
Showing that amateur wrestling background, a very proficient one at that for Nick Nemeth. Leon Slater known more for his athletic, high-flying prowess. Nick Nemeth could easily, if he wanted to keep him grounded, which would be a smart strategy in my opinion.
Nick Nemeth claiming that all the buzz that TNA Wrestling gathered early in 2024 was because of his arrival in this company back at Hard to Kill. Listen, I understand it was a tremendous moment. It's going to go down as one of the biggest signings and moments in the history of TNA Wrestling, the arrival of Nick Nemeth, but still, the Hardys coming here, it completely changed the landscape of this company, and it changed it for the better. And it seemed like Nick Nemeth was happy to see Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Nick Nemeth not happy to see Leon Slater right here after that.
Oh, and a shot to the knee there by Nemeth. Thumb to the eye. This is a version of Nick Nemeth that you and I have seen in the past, but it's been a long time.
It's been a minute indeed. But you're gonna remember the OG showstopper, show stealer. The man who built a reputation for what he does within that squared circle around the world. You're gonna get to see him in full force.
And now Nemeth taking it to Leon Slater. Gaining the advantage, trying to affect the vision of Leon Slater, and Leon Slater got him on the rebound. Goes to meet Nemeth at the ropes. Slater, handspring, back elbow, and down goes the running man.
That was beautifully done by Slater. And now we're out. Slater not done.
Slater thinking about taking to the skies. Nemeth able to evade.
Hang on, though.
But only just for a moment. Big play, Slater! Nick Nemeth is down. Will Slater get revenge for the Hardys? This match continues. And we are back here on TNA Impact. This is our main event. For the first time ever, it's Nick Nemeth one-on-one with Leon Slater. Slater looking for retaliation on behalf of Matt Hardy. The Hardys all together following Sacrifice, as it was Nick and Ryan Nemeth who beat Matt Hardy to a bloody pulp inside of a steel cage. And Nick Nemeth has been in command of Leon Slater over the last few moments, ever since the commercial break.
And Leon Slater was trying to mount a little bit of a comeback, but Nick Nemeth sidestepped the youngest in charge, sending him careening into the steel post. And Nick Nemeth has been in charge himself ever since.
Hearing the explanation from Nick and Ryan Nemeth last week, it was just incredible to me the way that Nick Nemeth completely overlooked all of his recent frustrations, because I believe that's genuinely where this is coming from Nick, whether he's going to admit it or not. Losing the TNA World Championship to Joe Hendry back at Genesis, the constant involvement of John Layfield through much of Nemeth's title reign in 2024, and then the issues between himself and his brother, Ryan Nemeth, putting him into circumstances in matches, instigating situations that Ryan wouldn't deal with, that Nick had to.
Sure, and of course, the biggest beat, losing the world championship. That is a blow to anyone's ego, to anyone's soul in this business. But Nick is here proving that despite that, oh my God, incredible there from Slater.
Twisting suplex, hold on, here's the cover. Nemeth is still in it.
Look, Nick is just proving, though, that despite those tensions, despite the back and forth, that's why family comes first. You've got siblings, I have siblings, we've all been there. We would all do anything, though, to back them up when push comes to shove.
Here's the thing, Matt Hardy, before Sacrifice, where he said that they did not want Ryan Nemeth on their team, he said the quiet part out loud. It's what we've all been thinking about. Ryan Nemeth, for all of his talents in the world of entertainment, let's be honest, Ray Walt, he's been a hack ever since he stepped into TNA wrestling. He is not Nick Nemeth, yet he likes to conduct himself like he is someone the caliber of Nick Nemeth.
And what would you do if I called old Jimmy Hannafin a hack?
I understand your point, but still, to do what they did to Matt Hardy, to go to that
Cover
extent,
here.
cover and a kick out, to bloody him after a cage match. By the way, Nick Nemeth was gone on suspension, unpaid, because he hauled off and kicked our director of authority in the face.
Accidentally, to be fair.
Because he got wound up by his own brother.
Boom!
Slater dumping Nick Nemeth. There's the cover. Oh, and a kick out.
Okay, there is no doubt. There is no doubt that the lengths that the Nemeths went to were extreme.
I understand your point about defending family. I will defend that point to the death. But what they did to Matt Hardy was egregious. And on top of that, what was even worse, it was clearly premeditated. The way that Nick Nemeth earlier on the night at Sacrifice stood side by side with his team like everything was going to be fine. And at the end of the night, Ryan Nemeth swooped in, locked the cage door, and Nick and Ryan assaulted Matt Hardy.
It was cold-blooded. There is no denying that
Heartless.
fact.
Oh, now Nick Nemeth rolling out of the ring. Slater had to be lining up with a Swanton 450, which stole the show at Sacrifice, by the way.
No doubt. Leon Slater, an absolute phenom. But let's not forget who he's in there with. Whoa.
Let's go for that leg lariat. Oh, face first into the canvas. Now it's Nemeth connecting with the Famouser. Spiked into the canvas. Is this it for Slater? Oh, and a kick out.
We got to take another look at this. An incredible Famouser from Nick Nemeth, planting Leon Slater, but Leon Slater stays in this fight.
This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome!
No doubt about it. You're watching two of the best doing it today. Leon Slater with still so much upside to go to at his young age. But perhaps he's got a thing or two still to learn.
Nick Nemeth playing with his food, so to speak, over 20 years in this business. For Nick Nemeth has won every championship imaginable and every place worth noting. Oh, now look at Leon Slater. Slater can give a damn about any of that, but Nick Nemeth once again goes to the left knee, taking out the footing, and Slater responds with the right.
Slater is feeling it here.
Oh, and look at caught sleeper here by Nemeth.
That was absolutely picture perfect. Hell of a counter there from Nick Nemeth, squeezing the life out of the youngest in charge.
The Kent State Hall of Famer trying to
wait.
Hold on, Slater. Slater has his shoulders down. Nemeth is still alive somehow.
That was so damn close. Slater has an opening here.
Went for that leg lariat. Uh-oh. DDT by Nemeth.
Slater turned inside out. Is that enough?
Could that be it? Oh, and Slater able to stay alive.
And once again, the wanted man finds himself seemingly flabbergasted at the ability of Leon Slater to stay in this contest. Perhaps in Leon Slater, he sees the frustrations that have plagued him the last several months. The things he's not been able to get done, the shortcomings he's suffered since losing the TNA World title.
Meanwhile, his Nepo baby brother is out here cheering the fans in El Paso, Texas. Going up to the top turnbuckle. This is a dangerous situation for both these men. Leon Slater trying to avoid catastrophe.
Fighting off Nemeth here all the way from the top.
Nemeth crashing down to the canvas. He's down. Is it time for Slater to hit the Swanton 450? No, he gets caught up by Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth showing why he is the Iron Man that he is, able to recover, get back up to the top rope there.
Now Nemeth with the opportunity at hand, grabs a hold of Slater, superplex!
A picture-perfect superplex. Took a lot out of Nick Nemeth too.
Slater and Nemeth are both down in what has been a hell of a matchup. This our main event.
Could it be closing time? The band getting tuned up here with a song for Slater!
Oh, Slater got him! Slater got him! Nemeth is down! Slater, foot on the gas! Oh, wait a minute! Calls that twist of Slate!
An homage to the Hardys, who have taken him under their wing. And now, does he have the moment here to close this one out?
Nemeth is down! Slater trying to push through the pain! Can he score the biggest win of his career now? The Swanton 450 blocked! Oh, and a kick out! Slater is still in it!
How is Slater still going?
Oh, wait for the super kick! Slater! Come on, kid! Come on, kid! And a kick out! Oh, and a big shot to the head by Nemeth.
Look, now setting up.
Nemeth, going for danger zone. Slater able to hold on to the top rope, and there's Ryan Nemeth. Deservedly gets a kick to the face. Super kick, danger zone.
And it's academic from here. It just means 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. Here is your winner, Nick Nemeth.
Absolutely disgusting.
In defeat, when you find yourself at a low, like Nick Nemeth did after Genesis, sometimes you need a sea change, and sometimes that sea change. Oh, wait a minute.
Now Ryan Nemeth is beating the hell out of Leon Slater. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! The Hardys have returned!
Still bruised and beaten, but the Hardys will not back down.
Matt Hardy, after the beating he suffered at Sacrifice, has returned to the side of Leon Slater with his brother Jeff.
Hey, the two of you have the audacity to call yourself the best brother tag team in pro wrestling? Myself and my brother, we're not medically cleared right now, but we will be by Rebellion. So how about at Rebellion, we have the Hardys versus the Nemeths, and we send you home looking like what you did to me. We delete.
A challenge laid out for Rebellion. Hell is coming for the Nemeths in the names of Matt and Jeff Hardy. Up next, our main event features Steve Maclin in singles action against Joe Alonzo. This match is next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 192 pounds, Joe Alonzo.
Cut the music, cut the music. Hey, first of all, I'm from Chicago, okay? Get that right. Now I want you all to do me a favor and start off by shutting your mouths, standing up on your feet, and applauding the most dope professional wrestler that this generation has ever seen, that being Joe Alonzo! Okay, you must shut your mouth and then applaud. Okay. I understand that there's a little bit of a language barrier here, so let me say it in a language which y'all can understand, okay? Comprende? Cállate la boca and applaud for Joe Alonzo! All right, so it's not the language barrier. That's fine. So that just must mean that all of you people just hate on Joe Alonzo because you ain't Joe Alonzo, which is fine by me, because if I weren't Joe Alonzo, I would hate me too.
And his opponent from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 227 pounds, Bulletproof Steve Maclin.
Well, we've got a great crowd on hand here at the El Paso County Coliseum in West Texas, the site of TNA Sacrifice 2025, which you can relive anytime on demand right now on TNA Plus. Joe Alonzo, who does hail from right here in El Paso, Texas, not making any friends, Gia.
No, and if you weren't aware of Joe Alonzo, he is more than happy to tell you all about himself. And I think I see his face on his pants, too.
Meanwhile, Bulletproof Steve Maclin getting a great response here in El Paso, Texas. Great military presence and history in El Paso. Steve Maclin, who served 2 tours as a machine gunner in the United States Marine Corps in Afghanistan. Former TNA world champion, ready to go one-on-one with Joe Alonzo. I can see the gear. The guy wears a T-shirt to the ring with a picture of his face on it. He's pretty full of himself.
Yeah, he's very sure of himself, and I can understand why he is. He does have a notable history. He's been a little bit of everywhere. Ooh! He was even NWA's junior heavyweight champion at a certain point last year, but we can't forget that Steve Maclin is a TNA world champion. Uh-oh.
I think Alonzo realizes he's made a great mistake and a back elbow there by Steve Maclin. Maclin, despite beating Frankie Kazarian at Sacrifice, is in a foul mood because he's now well aware of what happened behind his back. The actions of Eric Young, hopping off of commentary, striking Frankie Kazarian from behind with the brass knuckles that Kazarian tried to introduce. Maclin didn't want help that night to beat Kazarian.
That's right, and Maclin's made it clear he can do all he wants to do on his own, including take it to Joe Alonzo.
Oh, and there's number 10 from Maclin.
And El Paso is just eating it up.
What a response here tonight in El Paso, Texas. Sacrifice marked the first time TNA Wrestling had held an event in this city in 12 years. Can't wait to come back.
Yeah, I mean, we showed up in El Paso, and El Paso showed up for us.
Oh, Alonzo nearly got caught in the crosshairs. Oh, now Maclin caught, thrown first into the top rope.
Uh-oh.
Now Alonzo on the move and the dive to the outside, wipes out Maclin. And very quickly, Alonzo found an opening using the rope.
He might be a newcomer here to TNA Xplosion, but he's not entirely new to wrestling. He's done a thing or two, and not necessarily always by the book, but it's gotten him some results.
There's a cover, shoulders down, a kick out before even the count of one. Alonzo, to your point, former champion in NWA, well-traveled, plenty of talent. His experience in Fourth Rope, our friends at Fourth Rope. West Side Gun has had Joe Alonzo perform in the past. Alonzo trying to stay away from Maclin right now, giving up a lot of size and strength to Maclin, who goes face first into the middle turnbuckle, and you saw how Alonzo went after the leg to gain the advantage.
Using Steve Maclin's own weight against him, driving his whole body into that turnbuckle, and Steve Maclin is still reeling.
Now Maclin sending Alonzo's spine first into the turnbuckle. The fans here in El Paso giving Alonzo an earful. We're going for the Olympic slam. Shades of the TNA Hall of Famer Kurt Angle there. Drop kick right to the face by Alonzo. Now Maclin sent opposite side. Alonzo stays close, driving his body into Maclin. This is smart strategy. Oh, and a drop kick to the face once again.
Joe Alonzo wanted to leave here tonight, making sure everybody knew his name, but I wonder if Steve Maclin even knows where he's at right now.
Belly to back suplex there.
Now he's just gonna make Maclin mad. He ought to be careful.
Alonzo just toying with Maclin. The fans here in the 915 giving Alonzo everything he can hear right now. He didn't make a lot of friends earlier coming in.
No, he isn't. And I'm leaving El Paso with a lot of new words for my vocabulary.
Oh, that's good. We're broadening your horizons. Beating down Maclin. Looked like Maclin was about to get back up to his feet there, and Alonzo doing anything possible to slow up the former TNA World Champion.
Well, Joe Alonzo's gonna have to stay on top of Maclin, because
By Maclin.
Because if he gets an opening, we know what's in store.
Chance of bulletproof here in El Paso, Texas. And Maclin is rolling. Say, Macklin's got the proverbial home turf advantage. Now a Fez press by Maclin. Back elbow there by Maclin once again.
Egad!
And now the Olympic slam. A tribute to the legendary Eddie Guerrero from right here in El Paso.
Uh-oh. What time is it, Tom?
And now it's time for Alonzo to get caught in the crosshairs. Maclin follows it up with the colossal KIA. Maclin beats Alonzo.
Here is your winner, Steve Maclin.
Steve Maclin picking up the victory here on Xplosion. A hard fight by Joe Alonzo. I know he wanted everyone to know his name, but I don't think he knows his own name anymore.
Let's take a look here at the closing moments of this matchup. This back elbow by Steve Maclin was absolutely incredible, and then moments later, this huge KIA reminiscent of his TNA World title win back in Rebellion in 2023. Steve Maclin picks up the victory tonight against Joe Alonzo on TNA Xplosion.